Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Crypto Space. So in today's video we are going to cover Cardano, and I've got a couple of interesting things to show you. Right, but before we are going to start, guys, please do remember that nothing in this video is financial advice. I'm just simply giving you my opinions and things that I do find publicly on the internet. Okay, so please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to update you on ADA on a daily basis. Okay, so let's go and cover Cardano now. Okay, so we are Cardano is currently trading at price of 45 cents with a market cap sitting at $16 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume sits at $505 billion, right? So obviously we saw a bit of a dump on Cardano, right? We've got rejected from that level of 60 cents, and it looks like that we are going to revisit perhaps. It all depends what is going to happen with BTC, but we could potentially revisit levels of 39 cents. Okay, however, as you can see over here, guys, we are currently sitting at that line of support over here. That is pretty much long-term support over here, with confirmations over here that are leading us back to the previous bull cycle. So so that's pretty much a strong support. However, it all depends on how strong or how far below Bitcoin is going to dip, right? So I do personally think that Bitcoin might revisit that next level of support, which is currently at $38,000, right? And then we are going to see a bigger picture in terms of the price action for BTC, and of course ADA is going to follow that. Okay, as we can see over here, guys, that was in January 2023, right? So Cardano saw that initial spike of a price from 24 cents up to 40 cents, right? But that similarity that I do find over here is that peak in terms of RSI over here, right? You have 1 and 2, right? So this is our recent price action for Cardano, right? When Cardano hit 60 cents of a dollar, right? And we are well, just like in the previous one, Cardano did consolidate it, and after that we saw another price going higher again, and we are most likely going to see this over here. Of course, guys, please don't get me wrong, RSI is not 100% crystal ball, but obviously it pretty much indicates of what price action might do in a foreseeable future, right? It all depends on the Bitcoin. Okay, so let's have a look at ADA's dominance over here, guys. As we can see over here, we've dipped below the previous level in terms of dominance for ADA, and if we are going to hold this percentage in terms of market cap, dominance, that is going to be okay for Cardano. However, if Bitcoin is going to keep dumping, right, to levels of 38, Cardano might see a bit of a dip, just like we did, for example, over here, right? As we can see, Cardano might dip a little bit, and that's about it. I personally do think that it's great for Cardano, because we can scoop up some more Cardano before the major bull run, right? And why do I think about the major bull run? As we can see over here, guys, that is for all altcoins, right? But I would like to throw it out there so we can pretty much remind ourselves where we are currently in this cycle, so we don't panic sell when we see some red candles or on Cardano or any other coin. Okay, so if you believe that alts are bearish simply because they aren't moving, you might miss the next leg up. As we can see over here, guys, in the previous bull cycle 2020-2021, we were over here, we broke out of that Wyckoff accumulation phase over here, and then we saw a consolidation before the parabolic run. As we can see over here, guys, right, it's pretty much the same thing happening. It looks like the first red candle is being printed, and right after that, hopefully we are going to see that parabola on altcoins, right? And of course for Cardano included. So that chart signaling that as well. As we can see, altcoins look like December 2016. So as we can see over here, we've got we've got these corrections over here, right? And after the correction, we saw that a vertical accumulation over here, right? So now we are at our number 2 vertical accumulation over here, and that would technically signal that we are approaching a parabola for alts, right? As well as over here, guys, right? So altcoins are out of the Wyckoff accumulation zone over here, but please remember, before we are going to enter the phase E, we might see a bit of a dump over here in phase D before that. Okay, so let's have a look now. What do you see here is market capitalization for all altcoins. As we can see over here, guys, if we are going to follow pretty much the same pattern that the altcoins followed, right? And if they are going to peak at around 3.168 Fibonacci retracement, we could expect altcoin market cap sitting at $6 trillion. So that would be so bullish for Cardano. Okay, and let's have a look now at a bit of a piece of news over here. Cardano expert predicts that bull run with ADA is going to soar to $11, but that expert is Ben Armstrong, right? That he's predicting a bullish future for Cardano, setting a target of $11, right? And I do agree with him. Okay, and why? So let's have a look over here, guys. So as we can see over here, that monthly active developers are only growing on the network. So what does it mean? The network is being stronger, more projects are being built on Cardano, and that can mean only bullish thing, right? So obviously, as you can see over here, guys, that was the previous bull cycle over here, 2021, right? So this is where we were in terms of active developers on the network. So as we can see over here, that growth is huge, right, on Cardano network, and the price still haven't reflected on it. Okay, so that is a great news for Cardano holders, guys. And as you can see over here on DeFi Llama, right, the TVL is currently sitting at 395 million USD, and as we can see over here, coming back to the previous bull cycle. Actually, no, we don't have it, my apologies. But as we can see over here, guys, the volume is huge in comparison to what the volume did before for Cardano, and Cardano is definitely on much bigger TVL than before. So as we can see over here, if I'm going to hit on fees and price, as we can see over here, Cardano still doesn't generate that much of fees. If I'm going to zoom in, well, in comparison to the previous run. So as we can see over here, guys, things are looking very bullish for Cardano. Okay, and what I would like to show you right now. Okay, so let's look at the market cap. Okay, and let's think how much Cardano would have to achieve in terms of market cap in order to hit that price level of $11, right? So Cardano is currently sitting at 18 billion US dollars, right? And the peak in the previous bull cycle was $95 billion, right? With all-time high being at around $3, right? So basically the market cap would have to do around 400 billion USD for Cardano and next bull cycle in order for Cardano to see those prices. And I do think it's possible, especially with such a huge growth on the network, right? There are only bullish things that are coming for Cardano, and I do think that that is going to happen, right? So I definitely I am going to scoop some more Cardano, guys. But please do remember that FTX sold about 1 billion of Grayscale's Bitcoin ETF, right? So that might that action might drag Cardano even lower, right? I definitely wouldn't be surprised if Cardano is going to hit 40 cents of a dollar level. Okay, so please do remember that these corrections are healthy and there is nothing to be worried about. Rather than selling, I would definitely buy over here at these levels, right? Not mentioning that this price level is already good, right? It's definitely better to buy here rather than here, right? I do know that lots of you guys already have your Cardano bags packed, right? But these are the last weeks, I believe, for us to scoop up some more Cardano. Okay then, so thank you very much for watching that quick Cardano update. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Of course, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. In that way, you are going to help up the channel growth tremendously. And that's about it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Peace and love, crypto.